So many people don't know what manifestation is, why we do vision boards, and why we script, why we visualize, why we use all of these tools to help us manifest our desired life. So today I want to explain in depth, and I'm trying to explain as easy as possible so everyone can understand it, what actually happens when we manifest, and what is the hidden, what's in the back end of our head, and why God is within each one of us. And it's not something that we have to, this is my personal opinion, it's not something that we have to pray to. I believe that God gave us all of these tools, our subconscious, our belief systems, our everything that we can use to manifest our desired life. He gave it to us so we can do it, not because we can go to church and pray to Him or pray to whatever, right? So whatever you believe in, if you believe in the universe, you believe God, you believe in source, you are all of these things. They are in you. You are creating your life. It's not God who gives you more money if you want more money. It's you believing that you can make more money. So without further ado, let's start explaining what is manifestation. So first thing that we have to know is that our subconscious mind, so this is our brain, okay? And our brain, okay, this looks like, yeah, okay. And our brain is divided into our subconscious and our conscious. I'm sorry, again. Okay. Now, what you have to know is that 95% of our reality, what we see, is controlled by our subconscious. And only 5% is controlled from our conscious. Now, when you know this, that our subconscious mind controls 95% of our reality, and our conscious mind controls only 5%, let's go a little bit further. The first 7 years of our life, so if this is you, okay, this is you, 0 to 7 years old, okay. I'm sorry, this is very ugly, but I can draw really well like this. I can type. Okay, now, for the first 7 years of our lives, we don't use that much our conscious, because our conscious, what we can do with our conscious, we can decide what to believe. We can, if right now I tell you that this pen is black, would you believe me? No, because you can see for yourself that this is white, this pen is white, and you can decide that this is not true. You can decide to not believe in what I'm saying. Okay, so the first 7 years of our lives, we don't have that. Everything, most of it is we operate from our subconscious. That's why everyone says the first 7 years are so important, because everything while growing up, everything that your parents are telling you, if they tell you money don't go on the trees, you can have the life that you wanted. If you had some traumatic childhood, that affects your whole life after that. And like I said, everything that you grow up, your environment, okay, your what your parents, what your grandparents, what your friends, everyone that told you around you, your brain, it's only subconscious, so everything goes in. It's like a sponge. You absorb everything from this age, okay? And when you get older, like I said, you're starting with your consciousness. You can decide what is true. You can decide to believe in something or not to believe in it. Now, fast forward when we are adults. Okay, this is our brain. Now, when we know that 95% controls our reality, which is all of these years, everything that has been embodied in our subconscious mind, and those are our beliefs. They can be limited and they can be just beliefs. If your parents teach you and showed you how really life works, then you're gonna have really good beliefs. You don't have to, not everyone has bad beliefs, but most of people have limited beliefs. So when you grow up, all of this affects this and affects your life. Okay, this is you. If you can see it, never mind. So all of this affects you. So with our conscious minds, we can, like I said, we can make decisions, but the way we act, who we are, how we gonna perceive in certain situation, we do it automatically, which is from our subconscious, and this is all our identity. Okay, I hope you see this is very ugly. Okay, so if our identity believes that money don't grow on the trees, if you grew up in a very if you grew up in lack, if you grew up in extreme poverty, now this can be very motivational for some people, but the thing is, the ones that can rise from the bad environment are very few. Those are people that they starting to educate themselves. They read a lot of books about self-development. They read about manifestation. They read how to control their life, or in some point in their lives they had a figure that started teaching them how to, let's say, manage money, how to remove your limited beliefs. There were a lot of people that came out of poverty. I recently did a video about Oprah Winfrey. I'm gonna post it somewhere here. Her childhood was so traumatic, and she grew up in poverty. She was abused, she was rejected, all kinds of awful stuff. And when we see who she is now and how she managed to get to that point in her life, with the billionaire status, with the successful woman, right? She, like every successful person, every person that knows how life works, will tell you this: they work on themselves, and that the inner world. That's why people say everything starts and ends with you, because doesn't matter what you believe. Doesn't matter if you believe in God, doesn't matter if you believe in the universe. If you think that something's gonna happen for you, you believe that's gonna happen for you, it will happen. And it's not because God gave it to you, it's because your subconscious mind believes it's gonna happen. Okay? So let's say that you believe that you can find love. Okay, now your subconscious will work day and night. Our subconscious never sleeps. Will work day and night to prove that this is true to you, because this is your belief. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. I just saw my computer is very ugly. I'm not sure if you're gonna understand something, so I'm gonna do it a little more. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm going to erase this because I want to be a little bit more clean so you can understand it. Now when we know that our identity and our beliefs, so our identity, come from our subconscious, and that you are God, you are the universe, you are one with God, you are one with the source, you are one with the universe, because your subconscious controls your whole reality. Now when you see all of the areas that you're lacking, and like I gave the example before, that if you believe that you can find love, you can find your dream partner, you think that you don't deserve love, you can find love, and maybe you think that you can be loved, you think that you don't deserve to be loved, and maybe, because usually our beliefs come from our childhood. Of course, like I said, they can come from when we are older, but then we can make a decision that to believe something, to accept it, to put it in our subconscious mind, or not believe it. So it's a little bit more harder to get beliefs when you're older. Okay, so if your mother didn't love you, if your mother was rude to you, or your father didn't love you, that's why if someone says, oh, daddy issues, and then find a partner who is exactly like their dad, it's because everything is connected. Okay, it's because they were missing this father figure all of their life. And now they are thinking about it all the time on their subconscious level. And they think that this is, and that's why they attract. That's what is law of attraction. You attract what you believe is true for you. Okay, now let's come back here. If you believe that you cannot find love, like I said, your subconscious mind works day and night to prove you right. Our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something that is bad and something that is good. So whatever we put in our subconscious minds, whatever is in there, this is just truth, nothing else but truth. And your subconscious mind will work for you to prove you right. If you believe that you don't make enough money and you cannot make enough money, your subconscious mind will work day and night to prove you right. Will not give you opportunities. Maybe you're gonna lose your job. It'll give you some circumstances that will show you that this is true. Now, the thing is with the beliefs that it's, if you don't pay attention to your life and where you're lacking, because not all of the beliefs needs to be limited, like I said. If you look in each area of your life and you see where you are lacking, that's how you can identify where you have limited beliefs. And now comes the second part, to start observing your thoughts, to start following your thoughts. Okay, and I'm sorry, this I think became ugly again, but this is the best I can do, so we'll continue with that. Okay, so what we think doesn't mean that it's always true, doesn't mean that we have to believe it. Okay, so when you start following your thoughts, and if you notice that you have lack, and I'm gonna give the example with love again. If you're trying to find love but you can't, or you are or you have the same partners again, the same type of people come again and again and again, and it's just not working out, then start observing your thoughts, and I guarantee you that they're gonna be negative. Okay, so when they're negative, you understand that this is a belief that you have. Then this connects with this, and you have to get to the bottom of it, and start examining your childhood. Start going back in time and just review and just try to understand why you think like that. Is it something with some of your parents? Is it maybe your parents were divorced and you don't believe in love, and you don't think that you're gonna find the love of your life? Like I said, maybe one of your parents didn't love you, or didn't, you can get to the bottom of it. Once you get to the bottom of it, you're gonna start to change it. And look, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not an easy process, but this is a process that once you get to the bottom of your issue, and once you change it, then trust me, you are really truly becoming the creator of your life. That is, you are becoming the creator of your life. That's why I'm saying it's not God, it's not the universe, it's not the source. We all connected. Our subconscious mind is connected to that source, because our subconscious mind has answer for absolutely everything. We just have to get in there, okay? And we have to know how to ask it, and we have to know how to work with our subconscious mind. When you found out that you have negative thoughts, then the next step is to start making them positive. And no, it's not only that. It's not only positive thinking, but this is part of it. You have to transform them at the moment. I don't know, if you're looking through a dating site and you see someone that you liked, let's say just the picture of someone you liked, and your first thought is, this guy is gonna be a womanizer or something like that. You have to change that in the moment. Start catching your thoughts that are making you think like that are making you believe it, that are making you not make a decision, not that are making you not take action in the future. And now, then when you start making from negative to positive your thoughts, then that's connects to the identity. You have to start changing your identity. You have to, and let me tell you something. When you get deep in this, because when you go deep in this rabbit hole, because I've been there for many years, because it's so fascinating, so interesting, then the people that are not doing the same, people around you, maybe it's time for you to let them go at some point, because you are growing. When you start working on yourself and when you understand what it is, you are growing. And if someone doesn't want to come with you, then that's okay. But you don't want this person to drag you down. You don't want this person to make you go from the new self that you're trying to build to the old self. You don't want to go back to the old self. So just a little heads up here. This is how we change our identity. And it's very important to take action in all of these areas. When you find that you are lacking, when you start following your thoughts, and look, there's a lot of tools that you can use to do all of this. It's not only changing from negative to positive, okay? Because you slowly, when you start doing it, your subconscious mind will embody it, and slowly you will start believing that the positive thoughts are truth. And then your whole reality will reflect that, and you're going to start seeing more positive things in that area. But it's important to know that it's not only this. It's not that easy. Oh, I'm going to think about something bad, I'm going to change it at the moment. And we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. So I'm aware that we cannot follow all of these thoughts, we cannot observe all of these thoughts through the day. But most of them, when you remember that you have to do that, do it. And also know that most of them are repetitive. So the day before, so whatever you thought today, probably you thought it the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. That's why when you start thinking in a new way, a positive way, then you are the next days gonna reflect that. Okay. Now, like that, slowly you will start to start changing your identity. You'll start changing the way you think, and that's gonna reflect who you are. And like I said, you always have to take action. Important part, very important part. You always have to take action. Now, the tools that I'm talking about, all of these tools, and I'm saying tools, are really, really helpful. Now, meditation, it makes you connect with your higher self, makes you connect with the source, the universe, the God, whatever it is, with your subconscious mind. And it's very powerful, and I've taught this before, but from the beginning it's hard, but you get used to it, and that's gonna be the best thing that you've ever done. Trust me. Visualization. If you heard, if you know Neville Goddard, he has talked about this a lot. The best thing to do it is in the morning when you wake up, and in the night before you go to sleep. Our subconscious minds, they go in waves, okay? So right when we go up, there's like an alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and all of those. So when we in the morning when you wake up, and when in the night before we go to sleep, our subconscious mind is the most open, and here in the night is right before you are in that drowsy, sleepy state. So you close your eyes and you start visualizing the end. Don't visualize how you get to your desire, your goal, how you get that dream partner. Visualize that you already have it in your life. And if it's a partner, please don't visualize a face, because this person that you think could be the best for you, it might not be the best person for you. Just visualize that you have a happy relationship, or you're going on dates, or whatever you think a good relationship is. Just visualize that. Don't visualize a face, because maybe that's not the best person for you. And if it is, it will come. Trust me. Now the next thing is scripting. I have made one video about this, and I have made about visualization as well. But scripting, there's a lot of ways to scripting. You can just sit down and write how the next year, the next 5 years, next 10 years, the next month, the next 3 months, how you want to look like, and you can read it every day, or you can sit down every night or every morning, or both, even better, and script. And of course, affirmations. Affirmations are when you, so our words are like spells. So that's why it's so important to say it out loud and say it with confidence. Don't be, I'm not sure if I want. No, say it with confidence, okay? And always, on all of these things, like this already happened, right? I said that. Don't visualize how it happened, visualize that already happened. And here is, I said again, you're writing like it already happened. It's a year ahead, and you in that dream house, you have that dream partner, you have that dream job, whatever it is. And with here is again, you are saying affirmations that you already have it. You already, your desire is in your possession. Subliminals, you have to be careful with this. And affirmations, by the way, I want to say, you want to make your own. Don't listen like, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire. No, find what the area that you are lacking and make your own, the one that are tailored to your life, not someone else's life. Okay, and affirmations, and this can come again with your beliefs. So if you believe that you cannot make enough money and you start saying, I'm a millionaire, I mean, you have to work on that. It's not magical. You have to actually work on yourself, so for you to believe, like I said, your subconscious mind. If your subconscious mind believes that it's true, then it's going to work day and night to prove to you that it's true. Okay. Subliminals, you have to be careful. There's a lot out there. Just be careful, because some of them are saying like in the background of the music some nasty stuff. So find, or make your own. It's even better. Vision boards. Vision boards are great because you hang it. I have my vision board right here. You hang it somewhere where you can see it right before you wake up, right before you go to sleep. You see it every day when you're at home, and this is helpful to embody it in your subconscious mind. So all of these tools, okay, all of these tools are here to help you reprogram your subconscious mind. So you can use all of these tools to help you achieve your dream reality. Okay, now another thing that I want to add here. I'm not sure that a lot of people know about this, but we are energy. We are, everything around us is energy. Everything that you see, everything that you can touch is energy. That's what the universe is made of, energy. Okay, so it depends on what frequency we vibrate. Okay, so what I want to say here is that it's very important how you feel. It's extremely important how you feel. So if you're trying to manifest the love of your life, your dream partner, but if you are a jealous person, if you are depressed, you don't feel, you are sad, you don't feel happy, there's a thing called universal laws. There are a lot, but law of attraction, I'm sure everyone has heard about it. Okay, law of attraction. Whatever you believe is true for you, that's what you're gonna attract. Okay, so if you are in depressed state, if you're on the lower side here, okay, if you're not operating on abundance, on love, on happiness, if you're not uplifted person, I know life, it's not always easy, but when we understand how everything works, and trust me, I talk from experience, the worst things that you can imagine have happened to me. But this is how I managed to come out of it, because I know how it works and I know why they happened to me, because I was in that state of mind, because I manifested. Every one of us, it's important to know that each one of us manifests from the day that we are born. We're able to manifest. Now here comes the part that why you should learn all about this, because you can start doing it intentionally and you can start using it in your own advantage. And it's not just old beliefs running your life, but you can take control of your life based on what frequency you're operating. That's what you're gonna attract. How? From down here you can go up here. Okay, For everyone is different. Maybe you can put your favorite song that make you happy, that makes you sing and dance, you know. Maybe you want to go out for a walk. Maybe you want to go out in the sun and just feel the sun on your skin. Maybe you want to read a good book that's going to make you feel good. Maybe you want to watch a movie. For everyone is different, okay? But it's important, especially when you are and when you are trying intentionally to manifest, to put yourself in a good mood, to put yourself in a higher vibration, so that's what you going to attract. Something good. So it's not something that you don't want. And trust me, if you see your life, the things that have happened in your life, and at least for me, I can pinpoint why those things happen for me. This is what the scientists have found about manifestation. And in the science world, it's called quantum jumping, quantum leaping. Okay, now scientists have found out that we can jump from one parallel reality to another, and we do it by what I showed you previously, changing our vibration, changing our frequency. Now you have to understand something. In the universe, there's infinite. When I say infinite, imagine infinite, okay? There's infinite possibilities about every situation. And also that everything already exists. If you have thought about it, then it exists. Nothing is impossible. And please don't use it for bad things, because the word is so beautiful. Life is made for us to live it in happiness and to have good things. I'm not saying material things, but I'm saying to have beautiful families or whatever the beautiful thing for you is in life. Life is meant for you to have it. And please don't blame anyone about your circumstances. Now, when you understand how you control your reality, you know that it's no one else's fault and you are just attracting it. Okay? So, now when we know there's infinite possibilities, so that means that there's a versions of you that live right now, because there's no such thing as time. So there's versions of you that have that dream partner, that have kids with this dream partner, that doesn't have a dream partner, and all of the infinite possibilities. And the way for you from this version to go to this version, which has everything in their life that they always wanted, is to change your frequency, to change your beliefs, to change your identity, to change who you are. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that our personality, it controls our personal reality. So our identity controls who we are, and this is so true. So if you change your beliefs, if you change your beliefs, that means that you're going to change your identity. You're going to change it. There's no other way. You're going to start thinking differently. You're going to become someone else. You're going to vibrate on a higher level. And of course, I hope you use it for good. So you started vibrating on a higher level. Then more opportunities will come. And this is how you change your reality. When you are if you're here on the low frequency and you're on the high frequency here, when you go to here, you're gonna start attracting more opportunities. You're gonna attract your partner. And if you say, well, he doesn't exist, I want too much. No, it exists. It's just waiting for you so you guys can match. Okay? You have to match so you can. If you're not vibrating on the same frequency, one is here, the other one is here. This one here that is on the low side cannot see you. Even if it's right in front of the person, you cannot see you. If you're down here, you cannot see the person that is up here, because you don't believe it exists. So your brain, like your subconscious mind, will show you that it doesn't exist. Okay? So that's why it's important to match. If you want that person to be on high energy, to be in love with life, to be in love with you, to love you, you have to match vibrationally. Because if you stay down here, you may not attract anyone, or you may attract the same people the same people just again and again and again and again. I think if you're someone that really, really, really wants to change your life, then this is a really good base and you can start here. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, I would love for you if you hit the like and the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.